Yes, in the last class, I already told you this is one of some complex program, but this question has asked menu item, menu object items. Please make a note of these commands. It has been asked the theory part. So if you want to write the theory part, you must know how to declare these menu items and how to implement the handlers and how to display. Okay, so this has been explained in the last class. Now I'm going to be explain the running of this program. If you try to run this program, you are getting the menu demo. Here the menu demo is the title of the menu demo. It is appearing in the title bar. You are having these three controls or control box is appearing. You have added two menus, file and edit. In the file is also having menu items, and in edit also we are having menu items as cut, copy, paste. Especially if you use a special, it is acting as a sub menu of main menu of first, second, third sub menu. Okay, and debugging and testing is your checkable menu items, your checkable menu item. So let me run this program. You came to know how to implement this program. Already this is exist in your part C lab program. Third and fourth program is relevant to your same concept. Let me see that. Okay, and notepad plus plus, and let me take file, new, paste it, and come here, and come here, and copy and paste it. Yes, now coming and copying an entire content. Please observe here, and pasting. This is the adapter class, it is required. And copying, and I paste it. Here it is there. Copying and I'm pasting, copying, pasting, copying, pasting. So this is your simple program. Okay, yes, copy and paste it. Right. Okay, now how to save this file? Menu demo. How to save this file? Menu demo. Okay, because it consists of your init method, start method, and stop method. Right, your applet life cycles. Right, save it and ensure that you are storing in right folder. I'm storing in JDK 1.4 bin. Right, and paste it .java. Yes, now let me open my command prompt. Yes, log out from the default directory, login into our directory cd jdk 1.4/bin. Now compile javac menu demo.java, alt enter. Yes, there is no mistakes, and run now. Applet viva menu demo.java. When you run, applet is not initialized. Maybe it consists of a mistake. Right, now we have run menu demo.java. Somewhere else it consists of a mistake. Okay, these are the runtime mistakes. It is difficulty to identify while doing your program. You must be very cautious, otherwise it will create problem. Okay, cd/jdk 1.4/bin. Sorry, compile javac menu demo.java, applet viva menu demo.java. applet started but not initialized. So let me change with y. Please observe here. If you observe here, menu space is there, but here not space is there, right? Is there any space? No. Save it, close it, and compile it once again. Now run it. Let me check. Got it? Yes. What is the mistake you have done? Right? So while doing these applet programs, you must be very cautious, otherwise it will give a lot of errors. So if I click, some click events are executing, action listeners are executing, and it will show new, open and close. If I click on the new, it will show you selected new. That is the message we have displayed, right? Open, open, right? And close, close. Next, quit, quit. Edit, cut, copy, paste, special first, special second, third. Now these are the checkable menu items. Please observe here, this is the checkable menu items. So hence it is a check mark is appearing. When I click on the testing, also checkable here mark is appearing. If I deselect off, deselect off. Got it? Yes. So likewise you can evaluate your program. Okay, so while doing this applet programs, you must have more patience, otherwise it doesn't give you a right answers. Okay. Yes. So till now we have seen this program, right? Let us continue with our next topic, that is, there is other menus related class that you might find interesting. Pop-up menu. So some of our interesting other classes are also exist, that is a pop-up menu. As you know what is a pop-up menu means, it works just like as a menu but produce a menu that can be displayed at a specific location. Wherever the free space is available, if you right click on that free space, a drop down list is appearing. That drop down list is called as pop-up menu. Okay, pop-up menu provides a flexible, useful alternative for some types of menuing situations. We will see these pop-up menus are very helpful and provides a flexibles in our menuing situations. Now it is the dialog boxes. Let us see dialog boxes. Already you are familiar with the dialog box, right? If you click the open dialog box will come. Save dialog box, font dialog box. Already we have learned this concept in your VB.NET. If you want to implement the dialog boxes in your Java also, we are having these dialog boxes classes. Let us see. You will want to dialog box to hold a set of related controls. What is the purpose of dialog box? It has to hold a set of related controls. Dialog boxes are primarily used to obtain user input and are often child windows of a top level window. By using these dialog boxes, what is the main purpose we are using for the dialog boxes? We have to give some inputs, right? File saving, you are saving that file, you are using save dialog box. So that user input has to be provided. Whatever the user input is given, that oftenly child window of a top level window will works. Let us see. Dialog box don't have menu bars, but in other respects they function like frame window. Dialog box doesn't have any menu bars, but in other respect they function like frame window. Frame window means it can hold other menus, right? It is just like as a frames where it holds certain menus. Dialog boxes may be modal or modeless. Please observe, this is a term very important. Dialog box may be modal or modelless. So model or modelless means it may be a well designed or it may be not be a well designed. Let us see, when a model dialog box is active, all input is directed to it until it closes. Model dialog box is active, then whatever the input is directed, it will be active until you are closing that dialog box. Okay, it means let me check whether if I click open, control O, so all the menus here appearing will be active. How long it will be active? Until unless I close this. Got it? This is your menu, open menu. open dialog box. Okay, this open dialog box holds a set of menus in the form of a frame, but it is not having any menu bars, right? It acts as a frames. Frame is a place where it will hold a set of menus. Got it? But it doesn't consist any menu bar. So here it is not having any menu bar. Please observe. These are the frames. In this frame only it holds these menu items. Okay, so these are the model, means with these are active as long as this dialog box closes. Once you closes, it is an inactive. So the same wording here, it is suggesting, right? And now we will see, when a model-less dialog box is active, input focus can be directed to another window in your program. If you are using model-less dialog box, then it is also an active. Whenever you input, the focus can be directed to another window in your program. Automatically this model-less dialog box redirects. Please observe here, redirects whatever the function, whatever the operation you have to supposed to do, that will be redirected to another page, another window program. Okay, thus other parts of your program remain active and accessible. Hence other part of your program is an active. Other menus or other submenus or whatever you are using, it will be active, and you can make the usage of that model-less dialog box. Dialog box are of a type dialog. Here these dialog box are of a type dialog. Two commonly used constructors are shown here. Let us see. These constructor dialog box methods are used. Dialog box frame parent window comma boolean mode. Here first one is the parent window, and we are taking the boolean mode. So you have to specify the mode. Okay, and second one, parent window string title boolean mode. In the second method, we have to specify which one is the parent window and what is the title should be appear. For example, if I click the open dialog box, open title will be appear, right? So in the same sense, you can specify the title of your dialog box, and also you can specify the boolean mode, either model or model-less. Okay, here parent window is the owner of the dialog box. If the mode is true, the dialog box is model. If the mode is true, then dialog box is model, otherwise model-less. So dialog box true means whatever the operation has to be performed, it will be performed within the same frame, within the same window. It is not redirecting to some other window. Okay, yes, the title of the dialog box can be passed in title. Generally you will subclass dialog, adding the functionality required by your applications. So sometimes it is necessary to provide the title of your dialog box, hence we are using this subclass dialog, adding the functionality required for your applications. So if you develop one software, in that it must require a certain dialog box controls. Okay, yes. Now let us see, to understand this program, we will see this sample concept. Import java.awt.star. Import these packages are common, and applet tag is also important. Here the name of the class is dialog demo. So you are passing the dialog demo class object as code value in your applet tag. Now you are writing the name of the class. What is the name of the class? Sample dialog. Sample dialog class, it inherits the features of dialog, implements action listeners. So it inherits the class of dialog, also it implements action listeners. Action listeners means you can click certain events. Now you are writing the constructor method. So sample dialog is the constructor method. Here frame parent comma string title. Here you are specifying the parent window as well as a parent frame as well as string title. What is the title should be appear on frame window. Okay, now it is inheriting, right? Hence you are using the super method. As you know, what is the usage of super method? What is the purpose of super method? It is used to initialize the base class constructor. In the base class constructor, it will construct the parent as well as whatever the title, and here it is specifying as a false. If it is a false, means it is model-less, right? If it is a false, means it is model-less. So it means whenever I click in a dialog box, it has to redirect in some other window. It has to redirect in some other window. Now you are setting the layout of your window, that is a flow layout. Whatever the control you are placing, it will be automatically fits. and you are setting the size of your window 300 width and 200 height. 300 width and 200 height. Now you are adding the label. Add new label of press this button. So what is the label is appearing? Press this button. Now you are creating the button object. You are declared the button object here B. You are adding that button object and creating that button object. Here you are creating that button object, and the text should be appearing on that button is cancel, and you are adding in your window. Okay, when you click the cancel button, some of the action listener has to be taken place. It has to perform certain events, so I'm using add action listeners, clicking right. So that is why add action listeners of this. And now public void action performed method is relevant to your add action listeners. When you click that button, some of the method you are calling. What is the method you are calling? Dispose. So according to the dispose method, it will generate certain events. Okay, afterwards you are displaying one method public void paint. So the purpose of public void paint graphics G is to display the content. You are displaying g.drawString. This is the dialog box 10,70. One dialog box will be appeared in the location of where it intersects 10 and 70, where it intersect at 10 and 70th location, right? So this is the end of this sample dialog class, and you are writing the last previous class. So previous class is menu frame. So hope you have understand this concept. You are once again creating the same menu items, menu bars, everything is the same. Here it is the same, and relevant action listeners, right? You are doing the same thing, and you are specifying. Okay, after specifying here, you are modifying here. Please observe here, public class dialog demo, public class dialog demo extends applet. Here you are declaring the frame object in the last same. You have done the same thing. Public void init method, you are creating the frame. The frame should be appear as menu demo. You are specifying height and width, and everything is the same of a previous program, right? When you click the new, it will be show in the new browser as new dialog box. If you click the open dialog box. Okay, so we will see this program execution. So that is the end of this program. So it consists of two programs. You have to give more attention on this theoretical part. Don't bother about lab program part is also very important, but give more attention on this theoretical part. Okay, copying. This dialog demo, you have to save and ensure you are saving in right directory .java. Save it, open your browser, javac dialog demo.java, applet viva dialog demo.java. So whenever you run, right, is showing Let me maximize it. If I click new, it doesn't display here because it is a dialog demo concept. If I click, it will open in the form of dialog box. If I click open, before that you have to press this cancel. If it want to open, it has to press the cancel button, otherwise it won't works. This file open, file close, file quit. It has been provided for only new dialog box, hence it only comes new. Okay, got it? Yes. So in your program also it is the same thing. It has been applied for only new. So if you want to make for other also, you have to modify the code here that you see here. So your button is pressed, the action listeners title one is coming. All these are the same thing, right? Here you have to see here menu demo with height. Okay, you are setting true. Frame F, that's it. Here the sample dialog is taken, only one dialog box is appearing. Okay, multiple dialogs is not possible because we are clicking only one. Let me close and open. Let me run applet viewer dialog demo.java. Let me click on open. You selected open, it is not coming for open. Close. Why? In the sense here already you are specifying only for one dialog box. Okay, you're accessing only one dialog box, that is for open. String parent, string title. Just to supposed to give, has to open and separate. All the frame has to be work. Somewhere else while copying we have make a mistake. Maybe this here only it has given for the new. Please observe here. Here the code is there. It is being only given for the new. If you want to give for others, you have to write else if. Got it? Else if whatever the you see already it is given, but we have not displayed. The parsing is plus equal to open. You have to create once again, and you have to add that new dialog box. So this code should be given, right? Let me copy and check. Let me copy and check here. Yes, now it will be created and it will display now. Let me check whether it will work or not. Okay, let me save it first and coming here, compiling, else without if 148. Open and close. Let me check. This is if, else if. Let me check. Yes, now there is no error. Applet viewer dialog demo.java. Yes, If I click open button, open is showing, right? Got it. This is the new dialog box. This is showing. If I click open, open is also showing. If I click close, it is not showing. If I want to get the close, then what I have to supposed to do? I have to modify this with code. Okay, all it is acting as a new dialog box. Now come here, compile it, run it, and if you click the close button, dialog box will be appear. Likewise, it may be possible. Okay, yes. So that's it. That is the end of this chapter. In this chapter, you have learned about menu bar, menu bar object, menu item object, checkable menu item objects, and some of the methods. So don't you can give attention, but you have to give more attention on theory part for your examination purpose. For software purpose, it has to be give more attention. Okay, so that is the chapter we have learned till now. Hope you understand this concept. We will meet in next class. See you.